Good morning, YouTube family. It's Satoshi Boomin here, coming at you live with another video. I be putting out these daily Bitcoin videos, but y'all don't be liking, commenting, subscribing. What's going on? Anyway, daily Bitcoin videos, guys. Right here on the screen, I have my Twitter handle, so please follow me at Twitter, Boomin Satoshi at twitter.com. We got some fire tweets here. I just seen one here. It was cool, but looks like Twitter done. Yes, look at this. From Bitcoin Facts. If you invested in the US stimulus check into Bitcoin 3 weeks ago, your $1,200 are now worth $1,700. Need to say more, guys? Let's go. Bitcoin price tops 10,000 for the first time since February, ahead of the halving. Yes, it did. The price of Bitcoin topped $10,000 late Thursday for the first time since February, ahead of the cryptocurrency so-called halving next week. Bitcoin was up about 2% Thursday night, but had receded to around $9,955, according to CoinDesk data, after rallying more than 36% over the last month. Yes, it did, guys. Yesterday was a big day. It crossed over 10K for the first time in literal months, but you have to understand the great crash of 2020, hindered things a bit. The digital currency was last above 10K on February the 24th before plunging in March below the 4,000 level, and we all know what that entails. The price of Bitcoin is expected to continue to rally up in the run-up to the halving on May 12th, when the reward for the Bitcoin mining transactions is cut in half. The halving happens every 4 years. Earlier Thursday, billionaire hedge fund investor Paul Tudor Jones said he was betting on Bitcoin as the best hedge, and blah, 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 blah. You get the story. The whales are happy. Investors are happy. Everybody is happy. Bitcoin tops 10,000 for the first time since February. I've been saying that, guys. I think we're going to go up a couple more thousand before the halving reward switches. That's only in a few days. Next, in news that made me chuckle, new bull market signal. Bitcoin bear whale vanishes as Bitcoin hits 10K. Now, earlier in the week, I said that as Bitcoin rises in price, the FUD is going to come out of control. People are going to come out of the woodwork talking about Bitcoin's a scam. Bitcoin's going to zero, this, that, and the other. But in a surprise turn of events, it looks like I seem to have been wrong. The biggest whale on Bitfinex, known to the Bitcoin community as Joe 007. Now, before I get into this, guys, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers yesterday, and he was talking about something like, what these whales, they have nothing better to do than to talk crap about Bitcoin. They have nothing better to do than to short Bitcoin, to get on Twitter and, just, if you don't like something, why do you talk about it? I don't understand. Like, it's weird. Why do you want to torture yourself with something that you don't even care about? This whale 007, he probably has millions, if not, he's probably a billionaire, depending on how much Bitcoin he has or how much investments he has. Why are you shorting Bitcoin, dude? Like, what are you doing? Why do you care so much about Bitcoin? Bitcoin's not for rich people. Well, it's for everyone, but it's mostly for people who are have-nots. That's what Bitcoin's for. And then you got Peter Schiff out there talking about Bitcoin's going to zero, and then who's that one old guy that's like, Bitcoin's going to zero, and he's like screaming it at a conference. Like, dude, you're rich. Why don't you go fucking sorry, shouldn't have used that word. Why don't you go frickin' solve the water crisis or solve hunger or something, dude? You got so much money, you got so much time on your hands. Go do something with it. Stop talking about Bitcoin, because again, you don't need it. You're already rich. End rant. Let's get back into it. Sorry. As the price of the top-ranked cryptocurrency hits 1,000. Joe 007 left a farewell letter on May 7th on Twitter, which can no longer be seen after he deleted his account. Oh, he got butthurt after he got liquidated, huh? Describing his time on Twitter as an experiment. He also removed himself from the Bitfinex leaderboard, no longer showing his trades on the profitability of his positions publicly. His departure came after a short contract he placed on Bitcoin was hovering around 6,800. Hit 20 million an unrealized loss. He got wrecked, resulting in a 15 million loss on paper for the whale. Joe 007 realized a 5 million gain in April, reducing his total figure by 25%. Even though the journey was unexpectedly exciting, it has come to an end. From the very beginning, my CT involvement was a time-limited experiment. Since my detractors got something right, I can't really afford Twitter. There are many reasons why I can't stay, unfortunately. My boy got liquidated for $15 million. That's why he's getting off Twitter. I mean, you put these short contracts on Bitcoin, you're betting against a beast here, man. I mean, what'd you expect to happen? I mean, these bear whales with nothing better to do and millions of dollars in their pocket, it kind of makes me angry because they could just waste their money like this and just short Bitcoin, you know, and just exclaim that Bitcoin's going to zero while they're sitting, you know, on their yachts and have their millions of dollars in their bank accounts. I don't get it, but, you know, it is what it is. Sorry you got liquidated, Joe 007. I'm sure you've got, you know, more millions of your daddy's money somewhere. And next time, don't short Bitcoin again. How about that? In other news, in better news, in great news, Bitcoin may blow past 100K by 2021, says Morgan Creek CEO. Morgan Creek CEO, Bitcoin could fly past $100,000 in the next year or so. Guys, it's not me saying this stuff, alright? Why would this CEO guy, this rich guy right here, who probably went to Harvard somewhere, you know, he probably has a hedge fund, friends with hedge funds and crap. Why is he talking about Bitcoin? Because maybe it has something to do with people making money, and maybe Bitcoin's here to stay. Morgan Creek CEO. I mean, this guy, he's so rich that he... Do you see, guys, why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin? You've got CEOs of major companies, banks, institutions, billionaires saying that Bitcoin is going to 100K. Now, do I believe that it's going to 100K? Maybe in a few years, but do I believe it's going to 100K in 2021? No. I don't. 2021, I'd be extremely happy to see a 50K Bitcoin. I'd be extremely happy to see a 40K, even a 30K Bitcoin by the end of 2021. But again, I'm just some broke YouTuber. This man, he's got hedge funds. This guy, he's got powerful friends, probably in government, and he's saying Bitcoin's going to 100K. So, who are you gonna listen to, guys? Some YouTuber who just started his channel, or Morgan Creek CEO? So, I mean, it's not me saying it. Again, these institutional bankers are saying it. If Bitcoin's market cap achieves the same value of that of gold, Bitcoin could logically see its price push past 100,000 at some point between 2021 and 2022, Yusko said in an interview on May 6th. I actually believe this transition will be the biggest wealth creation and opportunity I'll see in my lifetime. I mean, straight from the horse's mouth, guys. Morgan Creek, Grayscale Technologies, we talked about them last week, buying up half of all the mined Ethereum. Why would they do that? Why would these hedge funds do that? If this asset class is so risky, you don't see my quotes, air quotes. And then we have the FUD here. Let's take a look. The giant bubble popped as Bitcoin heads into the third block reward halving, expected to take place on May 12th and 13th. The asset looks back on its amazing recovery, posting more than 130% gains from its March bottom near $3,600. It acted as excuse me. It acted exactly as all safe haven. Wow. It acted exactly as all other safe haven assets did, Yosko said. What happened in the markets in March was really not about the virus itself. The virus was the pinprick. Yep. And it goes down to say that he actually sees $400,000 potential. I mean, what is this man smoking on? It's probably some good loud because he could afford it. So, I mean, if he says it, I mean, I'm all down for it. I want to see a 400K Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? If that happens, I know me and my family will be alright. How about yours? Did you stack? Do you have your Nano Ledger S? Which reminds me, guys, you need to go down below, right to that comment section, and I want you to type out 3 altcoins that you think are going to 100x. And if you do that, I'll pick a winner, and you'll receive a Nano Ledger S so you can stack Satoshis before Bitcoin goes to 400K. I mean, I didn't say it again. It's this rich guy, Mark Yusko. He said it. But I believe him. So yeah, 400K. Like that is 400 to 500K Bitcoin. That might be hopium, but really, is it though? No one expected Bitcoin to go from 300 to 1,000. No one expected Bitcoin to go from 1,200 to 20,000. So it's definitely possible. Bitcoin miners expect Bitcoin price to surpass 12K after reward halving. This is a lot more reasonable here than 100K. I mean, again, we talked about a story here a couple days ago that Bitcoin miners need a 14 to 15K Bitcoin in order to remain profitable. We're heading in that direction. I do sense a little bit of a dump after the Bitcoin halving because people don't really understand what the Bitcoin halving entails. It's literally cutting a supply. Like, say Bitcoin's not food, but say if, again, I'm going to use this analogy. If I had food, if I had a stockpile of food and I was selling it at a certain price and that supply got cut in half, people still need to eat, right? So the demand remains the same, but the supply got cut in half. I'm going to raise my prices, guys, because the supply literally got cut in half. That's what the Bitcoin halving is doing to these miners. So they're going to have to charge a higher price in order to remain profitable and in order to keep their machines turned on. All right. And then it goes down to say miners hoarding Bitcoin is typically a bad sign. Over the past week, according to VITRO, miners held about 1,067 Bitcoin. Ostensibly, miners hoarding Bitcoin seems positive, but it's not. Bitcoin miners, especially in large-scale centers, are run on highly sophisticated operations with professional traders and market analysis. They frequently assess liquidity and overall sentiments in the market. If miners deem liquidity in the cryptocurrency market to be low, they refrain from selling. We normally see this as bearish because it implies a soft bid in the market. With a recent price surge, this clearly hasn't been the case, so we can only assume that miners think higher prices are coming post-halving, and they're going to have to come. We see the Bitcoin hash rate moving up here, guys. Remember when it was down here and all the FUD came out like, oh, Bitcoin's crashing, but now we're back up. So, I mean, like I said, Bitcoin's going to keep rising and people are going to keep killing it pretty much. And as we can see this chart again, guys, you know, 9,212% gains, 2,000% gains here, 100% gains. So proof is in the pudding. I do expect a slight dump after the halving. People are going to sell their Bitcoin. Noobs are going to be like, oh, well, this didn't do anything, so I'm just going to sell. And then people like me are going to buy it up and then wait for the boom. So, yeah. Last story, guys. We have a Ripple story. Ooh, haven't done one of these in a minute. Ripple ODL. BitSo processes the highest value of remittances in April. All right. XRP has been the third largest coin for quite some time now. However, it might only be the major coins whose developments in the space are not reflected in its price. Ripple ODL platform has been contributing highly to the use case of XRP, especially in the Mexican USD corridor. BitSo has been one of the early exchange partners of Ripple in Mexico and has been nothing but a great use of the remittance platform, according to the co-founder and president of BitSo, Daniel Vogel. And we can take a look at the chart here. Yeah, that's pretty decent amount of remittances. I wish that, you know, all the good news about Ripple translated into price action, but it seems to not do that. I suspect it's because of the escrow and how much they have locked up, but as we can see in the last bull run, even with the escrow, even with it all being locked up, Ripple got up to about $3 at its all-time high. So, I mean, hodlers of Ripple, just keep holding on. You know, we might see a $4 XRP at some point. Now, we got some moon boys on here. I ain't gonna mention no names, but you know who you are, that are talking about XRPs going to 589 and whatnot. But, you know, I mean, we'll see. I mean, if Ripple can go to 589, VeChain can go to 589, and we're not even going to talk about that, because if VeChain goes to 589, I'll just probably buy YouTube and alright, guys, let's wrap this video up. 3 days, 11 hours, 6 minutes, 30 seconds to the block halving event. You guys already know the story. Bitcoin halving hype 2020. I'm excited. You're excited. It's gonna be a good day. I wish I could do a halving party, but I have to work that day. So probably gonna be at work when the algorithm switches over, which blows. But that's why I'm on YouTube, so I don't have to be a slave to capitalism anymore. Hit that like button. Subscribe to get your boy out of wage slavery. Oh yeah. And let's take a look at the markets, guys. Everything looks good. Bitcoin is up 4%. We like to see that. Hopefully it crosses that 10K resistance level firmly. Ethereum's up 1.1%. Okay, not whatever. XRP is just doing this weird thing here, like it always does. Tezos seems to be trending sideways. I'm gonna need that $3 Tezos, man. Come on, hook a brother up. Cardano's looking good, looking strong, guys. Hopefully you can get 6 cents here soon. VeChain also looking good. Had a pretty decent pump yesterday. I was pretty happy about that. And Digibyte seems to just keep on going, but it's down today. Could the pump be over? Who knows? Now, this was interesting. OX token. I mean, just... And the sad thing about it is I was going to buy some OX. I keep missing these pumps, and it makes me mad. But, hey, that's the nature of the beast. Icon. I like seeing that. Take a look at some pump and dumps, if there are any. Whip.io credit network? Never heard of that. Does that seem legit? Red coin still pumping. Nice. And it looks like Hyperion came back down to roost. So Hyperion investors, if there is anyone investing in Hyperion, please let me know down below in the comments. I want to know what that is. Holochain, look at that. That's wow. Alright guys, that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, if you want to win that Nano Ledger S, down below, give me 3 altcoins that you think can 100x during the next bull run. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks again, guys, and see ya.